Morning, friends. Happy Friday. It is January 27th. Jeff and I just finished a very intense workout. It's all calisthenics, so it's just body weight for the most part, but we are hungry. And so I made his meal and sent it off because he's working, and I'm going to do mine, which is pretty much the same thing that I did for him, but I'm going to show you one of our breakfasts that we like to eat has vegetables and eggs, and it's super healthy, high in protein. So here I have 2 slices of bell pepper on the thick side. I put a teaspoon of butter divided in half between each bell pepper. I'm just kind of softening them up at this point. I think they've been on for about maybe like a minute or 2. And then I washed off 2 of my farm fresh eggs from my backyard. See my basket? Isn't that beautiful? That's just why I love having eggs and chickens. And so now I am going to crack my eggs. Let's see if I can do this one-handed, because, you know. And I'm gonna slowly drop it in. I'm okay with the yolk breaking. Let's set the shell over there. But let's see if we can not do that. We'll crack it over here so don't bump it. Try one-handed again, separate it. This one might overflow because it's a little big. Yeah, but that's okay. I tried to divide 1 pepper with 5 slices, so I gave my hubby the big ones because he's a big boy and I want him to be satisfied. Next, I'm going to take a little tiny sprinkle of salt. We have some ground salt here. This is kosher. Our favorite though is pink Himalayan sea salt. All natural. This one's a little more coarse and this one's a little more fine. So I guess it's just preference. I'll just do a little bit of both. We do go a little bit heavier on the salt in our diets because, well, there's a myth that salt's bad when it's really not. And 2, when you're on a ketogenic type of lifestyle, you need to replenish your salts. So, and magnesium, that kind of stuff. Anyway, next I am going to take, I'm thinking should I salmon first? Havarti dill. Let's do the Havarti dill. So I took 1 slice, cut it in half, and I'm gonna put half of that slice right on top of the egg there. Half of a half, so a quarter. And I'll put it on the other one there. And that way it can kind of warm up and start to get a little melty. And then I'm gonna grab right here. I don't like big thick pieces of salmon. I like the flavor of smoked salmon, but I don't like just having a whole huge mouthful of smoked salmon. Unless of course it's sushi, then you just can't beat that. So I'm gonna place this delicious piece of salmon right on top there. And I feel like, I don't know, comment and let me know what you think. I feel like the cheese will help hold the heat in so it'll kind of melt down and kind of start to cook up the yolk a little bit. It's not a huge deal to me if my yolk is semi-cooked. I do like a runny yolk, but I prefer it more where I can like dip it with bread, and since I haven't made any keto bread, this is okay for me. So I'm just gonna do that. So that was just 1 small piece of salmon that I cut in half. And then over here, I went to my backyard and grabbed some dill, fresh dill. Obviously it's fresh dill. I went to my backyard. Yay. My brain's a little hungry. All right, so I'm just gonna chop this slightly. I don't really care about the dill being like in small pieces because I personally think that fresh dill is absolutely delicious. So just put a little on top there. Oh, almost dropped you. My fingers are numb. Right there. And then I'm gonna put a little on this side like that. I got butter on my fingers. It's okay. And let's grab some pepper.
I ate your food, and man, I couldn't even take a picture. I just started eating it.
Oh, woo! Well, I'm making a video of how I'm doing it right now, so I'll take a picture and link it too. Mine's not gonna look as nice as yours though.
It was gorgeous. You're such a
Oh, you should have taken a picture for me.
I'm so sorry.
All right, I'm gonna add a little pepper here on top, and I'm gonna shut the heat off just so that my yolk doesn't get hard. And then I'm gonna plate it up, and I will show you what the final piece looks like. All right, here's the final product. Now, one of my peppers broke when I was putting on the plate, so here's the bigger one. It's not, definitely not a meal that's going to be graded on presentation, but I know it's gonna be awesome. And there we go. What I like to add is either kefir or kombucha with my drink. And I get all those probiotics, and it's delicious. Now let's try it. Okay, so I'm starting to plate up my dish, and I realize I want more dill. And I'm gonna show you, I have dill like in all over my yard in like different garden beds and pots and stuff. But yesterday I came outside to water my little mini beds over there that have carrots and beets, and the spigot's right there. And I was like, oh my word, there's like random parsley right there growing in my grass. And when I looked up to turn the water on, I realized I have a little tiny, can you see it? Here, let me fix you guys. Sorry, can you see it? Dill plant just randomly popped up. And here, this kind of looks like arugula. I'm not sure if it is. A lot of my stuff goes to seed because I overplant. And then I just do like a chop and drop, or I just leave it and the wind takes it after it dries and disperses the seeds all over my yard. And then I have stuff everywhere, which I'm fine with that. It's food. Let's give this a taste. Now, my hubby said his tasted really good. So we'll see how mine tastes. Cut the pepper off. Get a little bit of salmon. Some salmon on there, can you see? Some more egg. Some dill. Babe, you're right, this is good.
Real good. So tasty.
The egg? Yeah, this one too. The egg is still runny, so I can like dip my pepper in it. And the salmon's not cold from the fridge, it's like room temperature. And the fresh dill just gives that little extra like freshness. Sometimes when you eat things that are very heavy, you want a salad or something fresh to lighten it up. And then a tiny bit of Havarti dill, almost like, I don't know if you would agree with this one, like brings the dill flavor out even more, but you get that slight cheese. I don't know, it's really good. And then this is the kombucha. We don't buy kombucha a lot, we brew our own, but we've been doing a lot more of the kefir, but we don't have any of that ready, so let's try this one. This one is berry hibiscus, and it's an immune support. That one's really good. This is called 221 BC. Does it? I took Jeff's not old, what's the right word? Like soured milk that was in the fridge too long that we couldn't drink. So we really don't drink a lot of milk. And turned it into a homemade cream cheese. Sure, I'll show them. I can put it on top actually. I added garlic and fresh parsley and just the milk, which you have to, you know, kind of cook down and pull the fat out and stuff. Or not the fat, what am I saying? Whey. Anyway, it was neat to try. It was neat to do. I'll add a little bit on top here. Probably need to pull it out at room temperature. Okay, let's put it right here. And we grow our own garlic. Fresh garlic's really good with it too. Alright. I'm gonna get a little bit of parsley and garlic too. That's great, you guys. And then I like to add a few pistachios for some added protein and fat. And Roman's wanting some peanuts. All right, guys. Happy Friday. Have a great day. Make this.